This is Tank's Vlog, November 1st. It was a college football Saturday on Halloween. This is one fucked up season, let me tell you. First off, we have Clemson without Trevor Lawrence, going out there with DJ Uiagalelei, and they were down. They were losing this game. They were down 24 to 13 at the 28-13 at the half. They were down 28-10 at one point. But Boston College offense did not show up in the second half. Clemson defense did a hell of a job, allowing Uiagalelei the chance to bring the Tigers back as Clemson remains unbeaten, beating Boston College 34-28, and Trevor Lawrence will not play next week when they go up against Notre Dame. Notre Dame, who is ranked 4th in the country. Meanwhile, easy win today. The only hiccup was a 33-yard fumble return. Other than that, the Tech did not score until the fourth quarter. By then, Notre Dame had the game pretty much put away at 31-7. Win the game 31-13. And the game's in South Bend, looking good for the Irish. Meanwhile, Alabama, boy, I tell you, KJ Costello, he won his first game this year. Everyone in Mississippi State was celebrating. Woo-hoo! And they have not won a game since. The Bulldogs dropped to 1-4 as they were just stomped by Alabama, 41-0. As mentioned, Notre Dame won. Ohio State, number 3. They beat Penn State 38-25. So far this year, Penn State has no wins, and nobody feels sorry for them. Number 5, Georgia, in a lackluster game, beat Kentucky 14-3. Kentucky has a good defense, but nothing else. Number 6, Oklahoma State. They were upset by Texas today, 41-34. Boy, the Big 12 has just cannibalized itself. There ain't going to be anyone in the Big 12 in the Final Four. It was Cincinnati, 49-10. There's a team that could perhaps sneak into the Final Four for the American Conference. Cincinnati is undefeated at 5-0. Texas A&M, 42-31 winners over Arkansas. It was Florida, coming back from Rona hiatus there, beating Missouri 41-17. Of course, Wisconsin and the Big Ten for having their idiotic 21-day the requirement and starting the season late. That means the Wisconsin game is not going to be played. They've really screwed themselves in the ground, Wisconsin and Nebraska there. And, of course, Nebraska might be kind of glad about that game being canceled because, they would have lost. All right, we got BYU, another team that's undefeated, independent school, playing as many teams as they can, although they're not playing exactly the cream of the crop today, beating up Western Kentucky 41-10 and that freaky red, whatever the fuck that mascot is. It was, let me sing this song. Fail to win anything, he's failed. Every time he's tried, he's failed. Jim Harbaugh is a total failure. Ha ha ha. Jim Harbaugh is a failure. He is a total loser. And Michigan, oh boy, what happened here? Michigan today lost to Michigan State. Michigan State last week lost to Rutgers at home, and now they beat Michigan 27-24. So Michigan lost to a team that lost to Rutgers. Speaking of Rutgers, hello Earth, welcome back. Today, Rutgers was pounded by Indiana 37-21. It was Virginia and North Carolina in a thriller. North Carolina tried to come back, but the Cavaliers were too much, winning 44-41. Boy, that ACC, that right now it's Notre Dame and Clemson, and then a big gap, and then everyone else. It was West Virginia upsetting Kansas State 37-10. Coastal Carolina also undefeated in the Sun Belt, but they're the Sun Belt team, so who really cares about the Sun Belt? Beating up on Georgia State 51-0. SMU sunk the Navy 51-37. That game's not even as close as the score would indicate, and that wasn't a close score. It indicates as Navy scored 20 points in the fourth quarter. Oof, ugly game, ugly loss. Iowa State beat up on poor Kansas. Poor Kansas. Kansas wishes that their football team could get on the hardwood and play some basketball. I mean, Les Miles has not done anything to fix this program. This program is just a loser. Loser. Oklahoma, meanwhile, trashed Texas Tech 62-28. And Boise State showing that they're still relevant, beating up on Air Force 49-30. And that's the top 25 for this week. The Pac-12 finally gets going next week. That's going to be interesting. And we'll see what happens. A couple of interesting scores today was Virginia Tech over Louisville, 42-35 in the ACC. In a thriller, Northwestern beat Iowa 21-20. Purdue over Illinois 31-24. Big Ten's kind of a mess. Yesterday, Maryland beat Minnesota 45-44 in overtime. Big 12 has cannibalized itself. So many just ridiculous scores. Everyone at the conference is going to have 2 losses, it appears. Ohio State suffered their first loss today, but, Oklahoma State, I should say. But this division, this conference is just so much parity. They've literally taken the whole conference out of the championship picture. TCU beat Baylor today, 33-23. And as we said, the Pac-12 gets started next week, and the Pac-12 kind of sucks, but I miss those midnight games. And it'd be nice to have them back. Those midnight crazy Pac-12 shootouts. And NFL Sunday. So let's get ready. It's been another football weekend. And until the NBA and NHL get started up in around Christmas time, that's all we got right now is football.